Hi guys, good to see you again. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well and have had another good week. Finally found a woodland full of garlic. Absolutely tremendous carpet as far as the eye can see. We're surrounded by some lovely tall beech and oak trees, so there's a nice bit of light coming through every now and again. You'll have to excuse the odd bit of traffic noise. This woodland, believe it or not, is right in the centre of Scunthorpe, so hopefully the birdsong will make up for the bit of traffic noise that's about. But anyway, yeah, lovely carpet of garlic. As you can see, I've got quite low and I've found quite a nice composition to start off with. I've got 4 beech trees, 2 each side of the composition, framing it nicely, both at slight angles. So I've got 2 V's. These beech trees are forming 2 V's, and then that's the half of the top half of the composition, and the bottom half is all the garlic. I'm going to go for a 2-frame focus stack. So I'm in autofocus, touching the screen till the box goes green. 2-second delay. There's not a breath of wind today, so I've gone for the 2-second delay. I'm quite low down on the tripod, so there's not much chance of any vibration or anything. So yeah, I'm focusing on the foreground flowers first, and then focusing on the beech trees in the background, and then I'll focus stack them in Lightroom, merge them together, and hopefully I'll have a nice sharp frame leading right from the foreground right through the frame. I'm on f11 just to get a nice bit of depth aperture wise. ISO 100 obviously, and I'm at 1/4 of a second. Like I say, there's not a breath of wind, so there's no movement whatsoever, so absolutely fine. Looks great on the back of the screen at 1/4 of a second. So yeah, really lovely frame this, I think, to start off with. First time I've really photographed garlic in anger, if you like, so yeah, absolute privilege to be here. I say it's in the centre of Scunthorpe, and the odd dog walker's been looking at me thinking, what's he doing? But anyway, yeah, so, and just as I'm talking now, the sun is, it's about 6:30 now, so the sun's just going a bit low behind me now in the west, and it's casting some lovely light through these trees. These beech trees are quite nice and gappy, so hopefully I'm going to walk on in a minute and try and find a bit of a light area where the sun's shining through the gaps in the trees, and try and utilise that light if I can, perhaps get a bit closer. But this is making a lovely scene to start off with. So yeah, job's a good one. I hope you like this frame, guys. I'll pop it up now. Well, I've been waiting for an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours, for a nice beam of light to come into the woodlands, but it just hasn't happened. Just fleeting light that by the time I'd moved, it had gone, because the sun's setting quite quick now. So not to worry. I have come across this composition. It's a little bit similar to the first frame, but I've got just 2 beech trees this time in the top half. I've gone for a half 50-50 split again, composition wise. So the lower half is obviously the garlic. I'm at quite a low angle again, and then I've actually got 3 beech trees, 2 on one side, 1 on the other, but they are blending in, the 2 on the right's blending in to look more like 1 beech tree, so nicely framed. I've got a nice bit of ivy on the left-hand beech tree, which adds to the frame a bit. And yeah, I've gone for a 3-frame focus stack this time. I'm at f16 as well, so I've got even a bit of a bigger aperture, so more of a depth of field, but I've gone for a 3-frame. So I focused on the foreground flowers, mid-ground, and then I focused on that beech tree that's got the ivy around it as well, just to make sure that the whole frame is nice and sharp, and that your eye will start on the lower end of the frame and then work your way up the frame, all being well. So yeah, I'm at f16, not a breath of wind still, so 2-second exposure time, ISO 100. I say that 3-frame focus stack. I'll stack them in Lightroom and then export them over to Photoshop and work on them in post-processing Photoshop. Yeah, I think I like this frame. I've taken two actually, and I'd really like your input, guys. I've taken a landscape orientation and then a portrait. I think I'm swaying towards the portrait just because it gives you the grand vista of the beech trees leading off into the top of the frame. But let me know in the comments below which one you like best, guys. So yeah, landscape and portrait, let me know. Well, that was lovely to get in amongst all this garlic. So pleased I found it. I'd highly recommend just going online and just searching around your local area. So surprising. I say this is in the middle of Scunthorpe, but absolutely beautiful. I'd travel a lot further for woodlands like this, you know. You always think they're all out in the countryside, but not the case, definitely not. So yeah, highly recommend going online and checking out your local woodlands. You just never know what you might find. Apart from bluebells, which I'm struggling with locally anyway. I could travel 3 or 4 hours, but it's much better to stay local at the moment, isn't it? So anyway, let me know which frames you like best, whether you like the portrait or the landscape, and be really interesting to know which ones you prefer, guys. And always great to hear from you. I love hearing from you, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that anyway, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you could remember to give it a like, that'd be much appreciated. Really does help the YouTube algorithm out and lets YouTube know that you're enjoying the content on the channel. And do consider subscribing if you haven't yet for more of the same content. That'd be much appreciated too. Well, have a great week, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching. Take care. Catch up soon.